Okay, so forgot to put on my little microphones here. All right, here we go. We are discussing graphing, okay, using point slope form. I love this whole thing here. I just love it. Okay. Up until this point, we were discussing graphing, okay, using y equals mx plus b, right? What were the two steps with this one? Plot the y-intercept and then rise over run from that point, okay? Well, graphing using point slope form, where's the eraser? Good Lord, goodness graciousness, great balls of fire. Moving on. Okay, so graphing using point slope form, okay, is on the algebra EOC. I see it all the time. And so we have to know how to graph the equation of a line. Again, let me reiterate, okay, that you guys, all three of of these forms of the equation of a line, okay, they're all three forms. They're all interchangeable. They all mean the same thing. Okay, so we graphed using, the slope-intercept form, okay? And then we graphed using the x and y intercepts from standard. And now we have to talk about, graphing the equation of a line from point slope. You have to be able to recognize this. Okay, here it is. And, let me write it for you up here. So y minus y sub 1 equals the slope times x minus x sub 1. Okay, you you don't have to memorize it, people. Okay, I don't believe in memorization. Let's remember that. But, yes, we do need to know how to recognize it and use it. Okay? So, here, super easy. Okay, here is the equation of the line. Write it down. Y minus 1 equals 2/3 times x minus 2. Okay, and we have to graph the equation of that line, or we have to, choose on the algebra EOC which graph, okay, represents this equation of a line. Okay, as you know, we could take this and solve for slope-intercept and go from there. But it's just so super easy when you know that this is our slope here, folks, okay? This is our rise over run, and this is our point, right? Now remember, the only thing you really need to do is say, okay, what is the point in this equation? Well, we still have the negatives here, which means that tells me that my x value is a positive 2, okay, and my y value is a positive 1. So now that I know the point on this line, I can do my rise over run from that point, okay? So here we go. So where's my positive 2, positive 1? Here's 0, okay, 1, 2, up, 1. There it is. Plant it, put the dot. It's already in the graph for you, but whatever, go with it, okay? And then from that point, you do your what? Circle it. Your 2/3, your rise over run from that point. So is this a positive or negative slope? Positive. So is my rise going to go up or down? Up. How many? 2 over how many? 3. So from this point, we go up 2 over 1, 2, 3, put the dot, and connect your dots and draw your line. And you have just graphed the equation of a line from point slope form. Okay, now what if it was the reverse? What if it was the reverse, okay, and the question just gave you this graph, okay, and, and it said choose which, and they gave you 4 different point slope form equations. They gave you 4 of these, and you had to choose which one of these, was appropriate. Well, you just do the reverse, okay? Sometimes they have.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Just a quick, gentle reminder, One Blood is here today. So any staff members that never get a chance to give blood because it's busy during the school day, here is your chance. Again, One Blood is in the front of the school. Teachers, staff members, anyone else, if you're interested in giving blood, they are here today. Thanks, and have a great day.
Have a great day. Good Lord. Sorry about that, people. Ugh. Okay, back to focus. So they're going to give you a graph, and then you have to choose 4 of these, okay? Which one of the 4, matches the graph, and they may give you a negative slope, and, you would have to eliminate the negative slopes, and then find the slope that has the positive 2/3, and that's usually your answer. Easy peasy. Okay, so let me scroll this down, okay, so that you can see. I want you to graph it, okay? Sorry about that interruption, you guys, okay? But I'm just, not going to re-record this. Okay, so here it is. Here is the next equation that you need to graph. So go ahead and graph it. It is y plus 7 equals negative 4/5 times x minus 4. Okay, doesn't have to be pretty. All right, so here is our y value, and here's our x value, okay? And so step 1 is that you have to figure out what is the point from which we will, do our graph. So notice this is a negative symbol here, so that's a positive 4 for our x value. And this is a plus symbol. Okay, what gave you the positive here? The double negative, which means that this 7, put the star. Okay, folks? How did that turn positive? Double negative. So we know that the y value is what? Negative 7. Okay, so we have to go to a positive 4, negative 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and from this point, okay, we have to do our rise over run, which is our slope, which is a negative 4/5. So from this point, we have to go down 2, 3, 4 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, put the dot, draw the line, and you have just graphed the equation of a line in point slope form. Simple, pretty simple, done.